Hello, my name is Daria. I'm a student of Pyatigorsk Medical Pharmaceutical Institute. My specialty is medical biochemistry. Today I'm going to talk about some great achievements of Russian medicine in the field of cardiology. In the history of the development of cardiology, there are three main events that can be considered as the beginning of domestic cardiology: the measurement blood pressure, the description and causes of myocardial infarction, and the cholesterol theory of the pathogenesis of atherosclerosis. These works have gained international recognition and have become fundamental in the study of heart disease. I'll start with Nikolai Sergeyevich Kurtkov, the founder of vascular surgery. In 1905, Nikolai Sergeyevich became interested in the vascular surgery and began to prepare for his dissertation. He collected materials, performed experimental work, and noticed that when you squeeze in arteries, you can hear different values of tones and noises. On November 8, 1905, Nikolai Sergeyevich made a report on compression sounds heard in the brachial artery and substantiated the method for determining blood pressure in people. That later was called sound or auscultatory. This discovery gave incredible speed to the further development of the doctrine of circulatory system. And unlike previous methods, auscultatory method solved the problem of clinical assessments of the functional state of the circulatory system. And even after more than 100 years, a medical examination is unthinkable without listening to Kurtkov's tones. The next, the teacher and the student, Nikolai Dmitrievich Serge and Vasily Parmenovich Obraztsov. The first scientist who described myocardial infarction. As a prehistory, I want to tell you how Serge became one of the most favorite students of Obraztsov. In 1887, Obraztsov developed a new method of deep sliding palpation, which made it possible to probe the abdominal organs and determining their pathologies. Obraztsov showed this method to the students and invited them to try it. Most of them were immediately rejected, but Serge was able to repeat this method exactly. And that's how he became a team captain of Obraztsov. For several years, the teacher and the student observed patients complaining for chest pain. Patients had similar symptoms: 3D pulse, chain-stocks respiration, and heart pain. And from the analysis of these cases, Obraztsov and Serge noticed that the pain behind the sternum became permanent, and the pulse is felt only on the carotid artery, since the heart works only with part of its muscular apparatus. This is precisely the signs of the blockage of coronary artery, or in other words, myocardial infarction. I want to pay your attention to the point that initially only few people were interested in the work of Obraztsov and Serge, since the heart attack wasn't an urgent problem. But as the prevalence of these pathologies increased, more and more people refer to their work. And now, we can say with confidence that Serge and Obraztsov are founders of the modern clinical doctrine of myocardial infarction. And the last but not least, Nikolai Nikolaevich Anichkov and his revolutionary theory. Anichkov became the first scientist who demonstrated that the introduction of large amount of cholesterol in the rabbit's body leads to the development of pathological condition similar to the atherosclerosis in human. He made this theory, the cholesterol theory, in 1913, and later the interconnection between cholesterol levels and myocardial mortality as the final manifestation of the atherosclerosis was proven. However, the scientific community was skeptical about the new theory. Despite criticism, Nikolai Nikolaevich continued his experimental work in this field. In 1937, Anichkov made a report on the role of the atherosclerosis in the development of cardiovascular diseases. After this speech, the disease, which is now known to almost everyone, began to be studied as a nosological unit, as an independent nosological unit. In memory of Nikolai Nikolaevich and his work on study of atherosclerosis lesions of blood vessels, the European Congress on Atherosclerosis still bears the name of Anichkov, as well as the prestigious award for the best work on atherosclerosis. So I've told you about 3 great discoveries of scientists and medical practitioners that were of world importance and in turn influenced the development of cardiology not only within our country but throughout the entire globe. Thank you for your attention.